Alistair, congratulations on your first goal of the season. It came today. It was the same place where you got your first ever goal for Celtic as well. How does it feel to get on the score sheet again, especially in such a good performance for Celtic?
Yeah, if we're going to count that one last year, was it? I can't even remember when it was, when Aaron Moy put that in. It would have been 2 years ago now, when I kind of bundled that into the net. So this felt like my first real goal in a way. But yeah, no, it was nice. And again, it was just important because it kind of helped, kill off the game a little bit. Getting that third one, I think it made a big difference. But again, it was a really solid performance, especially I think how we started the match was really impressive. And I think that it's just, again, been building on how we've been playing, throughout the entire start of this season. Again, there were some loose moments, I think, especially, going into halftime. I think we were a little loose around the ball, and the gaffer mentioned that. But yeah, no, for this stage of the season, for August, how we're looking, how much we're all on the same page, I think is a really good sign. And, I think it's been a really good start so far of the year.
The weather conditions here in Paisley were far from ideal, Alistair. The wind and the rain, it made it challenging, but the team seemed to really cope with that with such a commanding performance despite those challenging elements.
Yeah, it's a beautiful Scottish summer day, some would say. I think it somehow got worse in the second half, which was impressive. Luckily, we had the wind. But no, again, actually, once you get out there and you just get over the fact that it's cold, it's windy, the pitch was great. Pitch was wet, so it played quick. So I think that actually kind of lent to our style of play. So again, I think the guys all come to understand what it's like playing up in Scotland. It's not always going to be, picture perfect in that aspect. So no, the guys really dug in there, and again, some really good goals, some good football, some seriously really good moments as well. So I think we can't be, too mad with that.
And it's another clean sheet. The manager always talks about defensive attitude, how that can affect how you play attacking wise as well. And it was important, obviously, to stay focused with St Mirren. They can be really dangerous on the counter attack. So that clean sheet must be really pleasing.
Yeah, no, of course, it's something that we're always pushing for, and again, we take a lot of pride in. And again, it's not just our back line that takes pride in, it's the entire team. I think that everyone knows what Dyson and guys like that all bring across the front line, and it's a nightmare, again, when you train against them every day, seeing how they press. So I can only imagine what it's like for those other defenders out there. It's the constant, never feel like you have a moment of peace on the ball. So it takes a lot of quality out of their passing, out of their attacks, and again, when you have those kind of reactions to us losing the ball, guys flying in and constantly looking, to win the ball back, it makes our job as a back line so easy. And again, I think Casper's been pretty happy with that. I think only again a couple of shots, but no, it's setting the standard and really kind of making sure that we're getting those principles right. Because again, as we move on in this season, there's going to be other games where it might not be as easy. Obviously, Champions League as well. So it's really important to really get those habits, set in stone right from the get-go. And I think we've done a good job of that as well.
And of course, it's the Glasgow Derby in Paradise next week. How much does today's result, as well as the good start to the season, give you guys confidence for such a big game for the supporters as well?
Yeah, no, look, we're confident going to any match. Again, I think with how we started this year, even throughout the preseason, just how the guys looked, I think that there's no shortage of confidence. So that's always a good sign. We're excited. It's a massive match, obviously, before the first international break to, really see kind of where we're at. And again, in front of our own crowd, it'll be a fun match. I think everyone's looking forward to that. And of course, to go into that match with 9 points, top of the table, it always fills you with a bit of extra confidence, I guess you could say. So no, we're looking forward to it. I bet our fans are as well. I think it'll be a great match.